Hey, it's me Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel today, or my Patreon. I think this is gonna be on Patreon here. We'll be reacting to ABO Desire, the first technically ever ABO Omegaverse Mpreg series. It will be the first Mpreg series, but it is not technically the first ABO series because Pit Babe is ABO, but like they are promoting it as like the first, and then the whole drama with Pit Babe and their alphas and all that kind of stuff, and kind of the writer, all that kind of stuff, just kind of like, is it really, like, how much are we gonna emphasize this in the series? It's not a lot, and in this series so far, what I've seen has a heavy emphasis on pheromones, mpreg, betas, omegas, and alphas, and all that kind of stuff. So like technically, this is like the most like the first like genuine stuff, and everybody. Once this was announced, people were asking me to react to it, and I'm like, maybe not. I don't think I can take it seriously. But there's so much people asking that, like, you know what, I'll do it. But I did watch, the preface is that I did watch episode 1, 2, 3 already with my friends, because I was in New York with, I feel like I'm like a broken record, I'm saying this in every reaction. I went to New York with my friends to go see the Heart Killers, and we are all BL fans. We have to watch the first ABO series together, right? Yes. So we did watch the first episode 1, 2, 3, but I was not fully paying attention to it as well. I was just like talking to my friends and all that kind of stuff. So I want to rewatch everything. I did ask, like, should I start with just episode 4 or should I rewatch episode 1, 2, 3 with you guys? You guys all voted mostly. I think it was like the main winner was rewatch episode 1, 2, 3. So I'm doing that today with you guys. I'm always doing episode 1 and 2. And then later this week, we'll do episode 3 and 4, because 4 is out today as well, too, together. And yeah, so just, like, bear with me a little bit as I catch up. There's a lot of, like, random, like, usually my goal is to release 2 Patreon reactions a week, but I think there's going to be, like, 3 this week, because I'm just trying to catch up on everything that I missed from when I was gone on vacation and stuff like that, too, because I don't want to be so behind, and, I have to leave in a few weeks as well for another trip as well, too, so I'm just trying to catch up everything. So like, I'm releasing like 2-3 videos a day right for this next week and a half. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. Like I said earlier, like ABO stuff and Omegaverse. That's the same thing. I'm gonna call Omegaverse stuff. Like okay, is funny. Not funny. It's interesting to read and mangas in like in words when it's in. Like, I think it's been so, like, I've read a fair share of them. I'm not, like, the biggest fan, but I've read my fair share of ABO stuff that, like, it's interesting in word form. When you're putting it out there for some reason, I can't keep a straight face, because, like, yo, we're doing this. We're seeing a live action version of people getting into pheromone battles, going into heat and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, yeah, it's like I'm laughing, but I'm enjoying it. So I'm excited to see how things are gonna go, even though I've already watched this. Yeah, whatever. But I'm excited to see how the whole entire series. I'm already obsessed with the actors, so yeah. So without further ado, let's watch episode 1 and 2 of ABO Desire. I love how we, like, in this entire entrance scene does not see his face. We don't know who. Like, we kind of see, like, certain parts of his face. It's blurry, too. Like, we can't tell it's him. And then when we see him later, oh, no, my God, look at him! Look at, he is the original Usoe. This is, like, who I grew up watching. Like, you guys are obsessed with Revenge Love. I'm obsessed, too. But this is who I was obsessed with when Chinese BL was, like, at its highest. He was the Usoe. And the funny thing is, he was offered this series, the director offered him, like, asked a friend of his to ask him if he wants to play in this series. He first off, like, after hearing everything about it, he first off denied it. He's like, I'm not doing this, I can't do this, anything. And then he's like, okay, I will. And then he heard more about it, like the ABO aspect, like, oh, this is interesting, like, this is what the hype is right now. He's like, okay, consider. But the only rule he had is that he can't play a character that has a relationship line. And many people, like, he doesn't really say why he has it during his live stream. It was like a few days ago, but many people have guessed that is because he has a CP. Like yes, they don't interact with you. They don't have shows together anymore. They don't act together anymore. But those two, like, known each other even before they acted in Counterattack together and all that kind of stuff. So people were guessing that, like, just to kind of like no drama. You know how intense fans get about like CPs and stuff like that. I think one of the things protecting himself and his kind of like life is like no drama. If he does have a CP, it's gonna be weird. Also, I think like just like the trauma that he has went through for like being so popular, and then all the kind of stuff that has happened with BLs in China and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but like I'm so glad he's here. I'm gonna watch him in another BL series, even though he doesn't have any relationship thing anymore. And recently, he posted a photo of him and the actor for Titen. They went to play basketball together. I'm like, they've been friends for a long time too. So it's like, like my childhood is coming back. Before Thai BLs, I watched Chinese BLs. No, actually I watched around the same time. Like I watched more of Chinese BLs than Thai BLs back then. Not the heartbeat.
对不起。
His eyes really just draws you in. Even I'm like, ugh. It's so sad because it's not only it's because like he is hiding like his identity because his mother has told him to and all that kind of stuff. In addition to like he also is hiding it because the person that he loves hates omegas. Which like that's another like interesting story in it of itself. Like why does he doesn't like omegas? Look at his eyes! Dude, how could you not help it? Look at the way his like eyes got bigger too. He's like, oh, this beauty. It's like watery too.
也敢拒绝我了？实在不好意思，你妹妹的情况，我个人非常同情，但是手术费要60万，数额较大，先手术再缴费，确实不符合我们医院的规定。况且，你还有账挂在账单上呢，我能保住你妹妹的291床位就已经不错了。对不起，医生，麻烦你了。
The amount of violations that this breaks, like they're literally talking about the sister's like medication thing. He's like, yes, your sister's 291, like yelling, he's making sure that he's gonna do something for him. Like, girl, shut up. Look at his face. I can't. I need them to stop with the whole. This is a fucking space needle. Why? They want us to think that this is where they are at. The fucking space needle. This is not how it looks like. I've been there like 100 times.
我们这里是私人会所。华友，来做我的伴游吧。如果你同意，这笔钱就不用你花了。
What a innocent way to reject him. His face, he got pissed. He's like, fuck. Oh, almost got him. Okay, so that's my reaction to episode 1 and 2 of ABO. Well, rewatch of episode 1 and 2 of ABO Desire. And yeah, I caught little things here and there that I don't really remember. Like more of this, I think like I remember a lot of the kind of their interaction stuff, but like the other stuff like with the dad and the cancer and all that kind of stuff thing is something that I haven't fully like I processed before, and also just like catching those details of those things as well too. So yeah, I really enjoy it. It's fun watching it go, and I watched like a second time around knowing like, okay, so like I think many of you guys who watched the trailer is aware of a lot of things. So when I first watched it, I did not see the trailer like I said at the beginning, so I wasn't aware that like, oh, like he is supposed to be the one that's kind of like manipulating all this stuff, you know. For some reason, I thought it was like the other way around, but like as we watched episode 1 and 2, when during the first watch, we're like, oh, I'm catching on that like Hua Yong is doing a plan. He has a plan. He's manipulating things and stuff like that too. And then watching it, like the thing is, I watched a 10-minute trailer, but at the same time, I thought like not paying a lot of attention to the second half of it because I realized, oh, this is a fucking 10-minute long trailer. It revealed a lot of the storyline to this. It's a 16 episode series, but like it's a 10-minute long trailer. It has a lot of reviews, so I kind of like focused a lot on the first half of the trailer, and the second half I just kind of like, you know, like half listened in, half didn't listen in. It's more like observing the visuals and stuff like that too, because I don't want so much of a spoiler to this series. I might go back and like be more detailed watch on the trailer later on the series when I need to, but like currently, like, so for what I know it's just that like, okay, like he has a plan. He changed himself to get close to oh my god, I'm blanking on his name again. Oh my god, what the hell was his name? Whatever. The other guy, Hua Yong's partner. Now, and like you can really see that like Hua Yong is trying really hard to play more innocent, this like person who is very proper, you know, like we can tell that he's already kind of like infatuated with Hua Yong, and he asked him, oh, if you be my partner, all these things are clear. I'm like, that's kind of, you want him to like you, and it's pretty much achieved. But like, he's a step further in the sense of like, okay, it's not just that he wants to be with him, he wants to like own him in many ways. Like it's not just like, because in his past relationship, what we know from the beginning of episode 1 is like it's not longer than 6 months. It's more like we sleep together, the interest ends, move on to the next person kind of deal here. It's not like a permanent relationship, and what Hua Yong wants is a permanent relationship. So I think he's trying really hard. We're like, okay, you're infatuated with me right now, yes, but I want you to be in love with me, obsessed with me. So later on episode 3, and I think so like continue on in the other episodes too, where like it's gonna be more like it's developing that kind of like you can't live without me thing. And also the part is like, okay, and also I think he's trying to paint a picture of himself where he's not here for money, he's not a gold digger, he's not here, okay, to like get close to me to get the medical money, medical bill paid and stuff like that. He's like, okay, and like just agrees super easily. I'm not selling myself for money and stuff like that too, kind of deal here. Like I'm here, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to earn money back. You were nice enough to give me the money, but now I will be a decent, like, it's gonna be a decent method of giving my money back instead of being like more a gold digger kind of aspect of it too, and like all that kind of stuff. And I think many ways as a connected to like how like, oh, I really need to know his name. I'm gonna search up his name because like I need, what is it called? ABO Desire. It's very hard for me to talk about things without knowing their names. It's Shenzong, what's your name? Sensayo. Oh, Sensayo. He also has a thing where like he has a problem with illegitimate child, and he like kind of talked about how like, oh, your mother worked at his like half brother. Your mother worked at the club and got close to my dad and cheated on my mother with her, all that kind of stuff. So like seeing that too, and like having Hua Yong kind of work at the club as well too. It's like saying like, oh, like there's might be a connection. Like it's not just gonna be a quick thing, and it's gonna, after you're done with you, I'm gonna kick you off to the curb because like I can't be in a relationship, that kind of thing. That's a process that I kind of thought about too. It's like, you know, like you have to make a stronger impression on him and all that kind of stuff. So that's why he's taking another step into kind of like developing that romantic relationship with him before he kind of agrees to be in a relationship with him. And he just didn't agree right away, even though like that was like, oh, you expect him to just like, yeah, I love you, so I'm gonna like agree. But no, it's very more manipulative coming along from Hua Yong's side. We do have a bit of Gao Tu and Wenlang's kind of story as well too. It's like saying that like Wenlang doesn't like omegas, and Gao Tu has always pretended to be a beta because his family, as well as just like his family. So I think we'll definitely get more into why kind of his mom wants him to be a beta. I think maybe to protect himself, to kind of get less abused by his dad, because the dad seems very like abusive. Not like he is very abusive. He's like he looks down on omegas and all that kind of stuff too. So his son being an omega could like hurt him, and he can like abuse him, all that kind of stuff. So being beta might be a little bit better, I guess, based on his thoughts process. I don't know. and also the ending later on in his future, like when he was in like child meeting Wenlang, and all that kind of stuff, like saying that he doesn't like omegas, so like you can't even reveal to him, like a friend that he's close to, that he is an omega, because like if he is, he won't be able to be with him, like be close to him, be around him, and all that kind of stuff too. So like all that, I think it's gonna be really interesting to see and explore their relationship and story. I don't really know much about them. All thing I know is like from novel readers I saw, I think like it's not really a spoiler, but saying that their story was not really emphasized in the novel. It wasn't until like kind of the special chapters where the relationship was talked about, or like they got together. So I'm like, ooh, like how are they gonna change that in the series? Like once again, I haven't looked for it actually in English, and I kind of do want to read the novel. So if you guys have an English version, send it my way. So I'm really curious to see, like, are they going to change things where we're going to get more of the relationship? Once again, I don't really remember them in the trailer because I didn't focus much on it. So I'm just kind of nervous. Like they are emphasizing that there's two couples in this series, but like if one has more, like obviously the main couple is going to have more screen time than the secondary couple, but at the same time, like I don't want to be like one or two scenes here and there and they get together, like the GMT like did with We Are and all that kind of stuff, and like just barely give them anything for it, but they're promoting all four of them, and kind of the expectation is we're seeing their relationship as well too. I know that both couples, they put out like a chart thing that has like all the characters and stuff like that and the kind of their relationship, and they both have kids, so it makes me kind of be more optimistic. We're like, okay, we're gonna get some more storytelling relationships between Wenlang and Gaotu as well too. So yeah, but that's pretty much it for my reaction. I'm having so much fun. I don't think I have enough time to watch episode 3 or 4 today, but yeah, I'm like, I need to watch episode 4. Like I need to know, like, yeah. It's always like when the episode comes out and I can't watch it, it hurts, but I have to stick through it. But that's pretty much it for my reaction. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on my social media link down below. And if you're on Patreon, thank you so much for following me. And if you are watching the highlights on YouTube, you can watch the full-length reaction with bigger screen and all that kind of stuff in the link down below on Patreon. Bye.